In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a rear brake hose on a Nissan NV2500. It is located behind the rear wheel. Once you've raised and lifted and supported your vehicle safely, you need to take off all 8 of your 21mm lug nuts. And your center cap. Once you have all lug nuts removed, remove your wheel. Once you removed your wheel, your brake hose is attached to your brake caliper by a 12mm bolt. You need to remove that. Keep in mind, fluid will come out of that, so make sure you put a pan underneath to catch your old fluid. Once you remove your bolt, you're going to have 2 crush washers, one on each side. Make sure you keep those. Here's a tech tip for you. If you take a valve stem, slide it into the hole of the brake hose, it'll stop leaking. And make sure you remove and discard both of your crush washers. Going up the line, you have a 13mm bolt here that mounts it to your rear diff. You need to remove that. If you follow the hose up higher, right here is a connection where it connects to your metal line. That is a 10mm nut. You need to loosen that nut. I'm using a flare wrench. Once you've cracked your line loose, you can use a regular 10mm wrench and loosen your line. Once you've removed your line, there's a C-clip here. You need to remove this C-clip by pushing out. You can use a pair of pliers. Once you remove your C-clip, pull down on your brake hose and remove it from the bracket. And there's your brake hose. Once you remove your valve stem from your old brake hose, install it into your new one. And let's get ready to install it into the vehicle. Here's a tech tip for you. Before installing your hose into your bracket, you can pull your line through. Start your hose by twisting it onto the line. And now push your line up through the bracket. Once your line is up through your bracket, install your C-clip. Now you can tighten your line. Now you can install your brake hose into your bracket that's on top of your rear differential and install your bolt. Remove your valve stem. Install your bolt. One washer goes on one side of the nut. One washer goes on one side. One washer goes on the other. Now install it into your caliper. You have an alignment pin on your hose. Align it into the hole on your caliper and tighten your bolt. And that bolt gets torqued down to 13 foot-pounds. Now you want to clean off all your excess fluid. Now it's time to gravity bleed your caliper. You can remove your rubber plug from your bleeder screw. Now loosen your bleeder screw, which is a 10 millimeter. And wait until there's a straight stream of fluid coming out of your bleeder. Now that you have a straight stream of fluid out of your bleeder, tighten your bleeder. Install your cap. Clean off your caliper. Now you want to pump up your brake pedal. If it doesn't feel firm, do a full brake bleed. Once you have your wheel installed onto your vehicle, install your center cap and your lug nuts. Now you can tighten down all your lug nuts. Now you want to torque down all your lug nuts to 131 foot-pounds. Before you remove your cap, you want to clean your master cylinder reservoir and cap. Once you've cleaned it, remove your cap, set it off to the side. Remove all of the brake fluid in the master cylinder reservoir. I'm using a fluid extractor. Now you want to fill your master cylinder to the max line with your manufacturer's specific fluid. Now you reinstall your cap. Your brake bleed procedure starts with your right front wheel, then your left front wheel, then your left rear wheel, and then your right rear wheel. The braking system on an NV2500 is electric, so you have to have somebody turn the key all the way on without starting it, then pump the brake 5 times, hold it down, and then open up your bleeders. So we're going to start with the right front. Put the key on. You need to remove your cap. I have a catch bottle for the fluid so it doesn't make a mess. You can pump up the brake. After he holds it down, open up the bleeder. I'm using a 10 millimeter wrench on my bleeder screws. Close the bleeder, pump up the brake. When he's holding, open up the bleeder. What you're looking for is straight fluid and no bubbles, which is what we have. Remove your hose and install your cap. Clean anything that leaked. Now we're on to our second wheel, which is the left front. After you bleed your second wheel, we're going to top off your master cylinder fluid. After we topped off our fluid, now we're on to our third wheel, which is the left rear. Remove your cap. Install your hose, pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Once your wheel is done, wipe up the excess fluid and install your cap. Now that we've bled all 4 wheels, make sure your master cylinder is full. Now torque all 4 wheels down to 131 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.